All right, let's try a difficult problem. To do this problem, you need to go through this process. First thing that you need to do is you need to find what term you're distributing and circle it. It looks like the term negative 2x is the term that is next to the parentheses. And so negative 2x is the term that's going to distribute. In this problem, you ignore the positive 3 to the side because the positive 3 is not multiplying to this grouping, so it is not involved in distributing. So negative 2x is what you are distributing. And to distribute it, you draw arrows to the 4 and the negative 2y on the inside. Make sure that you're paying attention to the signs. So first thing, negative 2x times positive 4 is going to create a negative. 2x times 4 is going to create 8x. Now the second distribution, negative 2x times negative 2y. Two negatives is a positive. 2x times 2y is going to create 4xy. 2 times 2 times x times y. 2 times 2 is 4, and times x times y. We've done the distributing. This is what you get when you distribute. But now we need to bring the 3 back. The 3 wasn't involved in distributing, so it was just left off to the side. So we're going to have it to the side still, but it's still a part of our problem. So we have 3, negative 8x, positive 4xy, or you can read it 3 minus 8x plus 4xy. And there's your answer. All right, this section is on hidden distributing. Up top here, I've written hidden distributing if you can't read it. And what I mean is this. You have parentheses, which means something is being distributed. But all you have in front is a negative. Here's how I want you to view hidden distributing. Whenever you don't have a number or you don't have a sign in front of parentheses, you can assume what those numbers and signs are. In this case, you have a sign, but you don't have a number. You always assume that the number that isn't there is 1. So if a negative is next to the parentheses, you distribute negative 1. So in a problem like this, you would distribute the negative to each one of these, and you would flip the sign. Now, suppose you have a problem more like this. 3 minus the quantity x plus 2. You're still distributing something, and you need to find that hidden distributing term. So you fill in the invisible stuff, and right now 1 is invisible. But the minus belongs to the 1. The minus belongs to the 1, and there's a reason why. The reason why is because subtracting is actually adding a negative. So 3 minus 1 is actually 3 plus negative 1. So when you distribute, you circle both the number and the term in front of it, and you distribute it to both numbers, or both terms on the inside. There's one more type of problem I want to go over with you. X plus 2 is on the top of a fraction and 3 is on the bottom. Earlier I said that if it's on top or on bottom, it's grouped. And so x plus 2 is a grouping, and 3 is a grouping, but since it's only one term, we don't really need to group it. We don't need to put parentheses around it. So you know that x plus 2 is a grouping. You can do that. Now what's fascinating about this problem is that you have x plus 2, the grouping, divided by 3. You can rewrite it this way. With distributing, you don't only have to distribute what is being multiplied by these parentheses. You can also distribute what is dividing these parentheses. So 3 is dividing these parentheses, and the way you would distribute the 3 is you draw the arrows, and instead of multiplying 3 by each term, you would take each term and divide it by 3. So you have x divided by 3 and 2 divided by 3. Simplify them if you can. I don't think that you can in this situation. So there you have it. There's your answer.